It's very far above my expectation.
Show the customers what we can do with our product.
My name is Elaine Sapunik. I head up the Analytical Services Lab at Cigi.
And I'm Christina Pizzi. I'm a technical specialist in the lab. At the beginning of February, so February 11th to the 14th, Elaine and I went to Bogota, Colombia and Lima, Peru.
In Bogota, we worked with the Trade Commissioner at the Canadian Embassy, who has contact with the National Milling Association there, who sent out invitations to gather participants for us. And in Lima, Peru, we contacted a large multinational company there and worked with them to provide presentations to their staff. The purpose was primarily to discuss analytical methods that are used by quality control labs that are in flour mills, to discuss methods for testing not only wheat quality, but also flour quality, and to not only talk about how the test is done, but to also just provide background on the principle of the test and why the test works the way it does, and also to highlight some of the critical points when performing a test so that the technicians are aware that these points could influence the results if they're not followed correctly. So with that, we also included not only slides and presentations, but also videos in order to sort of show the test in progress and show some of these steps.
We talked about protein content and protein quality. So again, we would talk about the method on how to perform the methods, as well as the results and how they relate to the end product. Phrenograph, which would give you the water absorption, and it's an important test for a baker, as well as the velograph, which is a very common piece of equipment in Latin America, and it's used to test the strength and extensibility of a dough. So we really focused on that method and how to perform it properly, some of the factors that influence the results, and why it's important to know these factors, such as how much oil you use or the type of oil, the temperature of the dough, and the resting time.
It was important for us to sort of relate how Canadian wheat classes, what their expected results would be for particular tests where it might be critical, highlighting what the positives are on Canadian wheat when discussing some of those test methods. With customers that we've met, it's a matter of maintaining relationships, and customers that are new to these presentations or haven't been to Cigi before, obviously establishing that relationship, establishing us and Cigi as a point of contact when they have technical questions regarding the quality or milling or performance of Canadian wheat, and being able to, down the road if they have questions, being able to give them the information that they need. So in Bogota, we visited a large pasta manufacturer, was in their lab and toured their facilities as well. It's always interesting to find out if they're doing any different tests or what their challenges might be, and if we're able to provide any solutions to how to deal with those or pass on any information to them. We're always able to get a little bit of insight into what they're looking for in terms of quality, if they've noticed any concerns with Canadian wheat. Obviously, we can always help them work through that, but we would also want to take that information back and make sure that it's passed on either to the variety registration committees so that they're looking at specific quality testing methods that might target where those concerns are coming from. But it also just helps us build upon our own internal knowledge base so that we know what the focus is on key countries in South America, key countries in Southeast Asia, so it only builds upon the knowledge that we already have.